So guys, I paracarry out. We bought a life shroom, so I'm down on coins. We sold the dizzy dial, and I talked to my dad on the phone. So we are all good. We're actually going to backtrack a little bit and go back into the forest. Now you might ask why I'm doing this, and yeah. This is completely optional at the moment. You don't have to do this until after you get the 3rd star spirit if you don't want to. But look at him, it's Junior Troopa, and he is rearing up for another battle. He has another upgrade for himself. Instead of becoming a stupid little egg, he actually can fly. So that is why, I just don't know if he has defense. So I'm going to use my 2 attack damage attack on him. It turns out he does actually have 1 defense point. So, we're going to use Shell Shot on him. So we get 5 damage on him, plus the 2 from my normal attack. And he actually deals 4 or 5 damage now, I believe. I should be able to block quite a bit off of him now. I don't have my spin on. You might have, if I was spinning before, I took that off because I was worried that he had a spike on his head because I forgot which battle it is that he gets that. I wanted to make sure I had spike shield on just in case. So in case you saw me not being able to spin, that's why. He's still relatively easy to defeat. Because look, I mean, he's still pretty useless actually. Even with his defense point, I deal quite a bit of damage to him. Even with Paracarry's suckiness, I'm able to take him out relatively easily. In a couple of turns, he will be dead. So we don't even need to use any items this fight. He's going to be downed in literally 2 attacks. Yeah. So let's use Paracarry first. Oh no, I forgot to press A. How will we defeat him now? I'm just kidding. Yeah, okay. So there we go. 23 star points. We're now missing 2, and then we'll be leveled up. I wanted to do that because I believe once I defeat Tubba Blubba, I would have leveled, obviously. Maybe even twice, and he would have given me... Really, I wouldn't be losing out on that many star points. He probably would only give me like 21 or something versus 23. But I noticed I was missing, you know, about 25 to level. So I thought maybe he'd give me 25, but it wasn't quite enough, unfortunately. Still, I got to use Paracarry in a fight, and he had a use. So... Alright, we're progressing through. This is Gusty Gulch, I believe. And soon we'll be at Tubba Blubba's castle. I think there's new enemies here. If it's not new enemies, then it's... Okay, no, I think these are Hyper Goombas. Let's see their HP. This is... it's a Hyper Paragoomba right here. The other ones would be just Hyper Goombas. We're going to show off bows. She has Out of Sight, which I already explained what it does, and now she has Slap, or it's called Smack, and you slap an enemy. So you push the left stick as many times as you can, and you bitch slap them 4 times. As you upgrade it, it still only does 1 damage, but you can use it. It goes for more times, so, you know, instead of 4, it would go 5 or 6, depending on how many times you've upgraded her. And I intend to upgrade her. So, it's pretty much up to me for... It really doesn't matter what I get. I'm just going to get badge power, because that's what I usually go to. And I have the hiccups. No! This windmill is locked. We can't open it quite yet. We will be able to later. Let's just do some more fights. Oh, yeah. And we'll just take them out one at a time. The special thing about these Goombas that normal Goombas cannot do is very similar to what Goombario's upgraded ability allows him to do. If you remember when Blooper got electrified and I charged him so that he would do a lot of bonus damage, well, here it is. They become charged. And now his next attack will do a severely large amount of more damage than normal. Unfortunately for him, he doesn't realize that we can one-hit him, or one-turn him. So, if, say, there were 4 charged people and I couldn't take them all out at once, it'd be a great time to use Bow's Out of Sight ability. Luckily in this situation it wasn't required. And we actually get hit by the first strike because I am an idiot. And we block it all. So in this case, we could try to put them to sleep if we wanted. We can try and waste an item on them if we wanted. But instead, I'm just going to straight up defeat them one at a time and use out of sight if necessary. If not, if say one of them doesn't charge, they just go for a straight up attack, we can end this fight relatively quickly, taking minimal amounts of damage. I do want to okay, see right there, they both went for normal attacks instead of charging. That is basically a free giveaway of, that's a free turn. Just some action commands, and we don't even have to waste any flower power on this fight. And hopefully he'll charge, so I don't even have to press A to block his attack. Ah. Come on, dude. Really? And I know before I was always talking about cutting battles, but there's really not that many now that I think about it. Not that many that are boring enough to be cut. I'm not really grinding off of them. I'm just fighting the bosses, really. That's the big stars. Big experience fights. And they're keeping me healthy enough. So this is a ghost town, literally, ghosts. And you can see these have a special shade of, like, brown for normal boos. And Tubba Blubba actually rampages this town pretty often and eats people, including a boo named Herbert. Apparently. Herbert. I don't know. And she's all like, you know, I'm going to defeat this stupid monstrosity. We're going to save quick. And continue on to the next section of this town. There's a heart block, not a toad house. I have to remember that. And unfortunately, this stupid boo is getting all up in our face, you know, just like, you know, not saying anything mean at all. He's just kind of like getting distracted. And we use our hiding ability. And for whatever reason, this one boo is just like, yeah. I don't know why he didn't hide. But now we get to see Tubba Blubba up close and personal. You can see he has a little band-aid on his chest. It's not really a good band-aid. It's pretty much like something cut him there, and they just put something over it because they don't have the technology. Obviously, look at this town. They don't really have the technology to fix it with proper surgery or whatever. Or even band-aids, really. And because of that, he has that weird patch there. That's going to become useful later. I only pointed it out because it's got a use later. There's a dizzy dial up there. I'm going to skip it. These clefts are more powerful than the clefts from the desert. Some mail. You can actually engage in a fight with the ground pound unless you're an idiot like me, in which case you will completely miss it. And I'm just gonna smack this guy. Boom, boom, boom. Yes. Okay. So anyway, he's charging. Am I gonna have to use out of sight? Yes, I am. So the general strategy will just be to deal some nice damage with Mario, and then put him out of sight. Now you'll see they kind of spring off at us, and then they turn back to their normal color. Bo cannot attack this turn, but Mario can. So we'll finish off this Goomba. And now we get some major defense points instead of doubled star points. He's probably just going to charge anyway. It looks like he's not. I blocked it anyway. Just because using action commands is fun. Especially when they're easy to land. Smack the Goomba. I was hoping to demonstrate that you could engage into a fight with a ground pound and that it would deal some bonus damage, I believe. I believe it does bonus damage. I think it would do 4 instead of 2. And that would have been great. But I guess I'll just have to use my words instead of my showing. And there's a repel gel right here, so we'll trade it for our other repel gel. Yes, that was very useful. Yes, there was a purpose. No, actually, there wasn't a purpose to that. I'm not going to lie. And wow, that's a lot of them. If they were all ground-based, we would be able to bombette them for massive damage, but they're not, so we're basically just going to need to use Bo's out-of-sight ability as efficiently as possible. This does 6 damage now. I don't think I've shown that off yet, except kind of in that fight with Junior Troopa. And, oh yeah, I didn't mention, they don't get knocked out of the air when you use... I know Bo doesn't do it. A Paracarry might, but I'm not making any promises. Yeah, we have to use Out of Sight this turn. There's no doubt. Because Out of Sight is so powerful right now, if you look at it, it makes them completely useless for a turn. And then Mario can actually get a free attack off on them. In the second game, they have a similar ability to it, but it's a bit nerfed, where neither Mario nor Bo can attack. Although it's not Bo, but neither Mario nor his partner can attack that turn. So that's worth pointing out. And he wastes his turn. Oh wow, they both waste their turn. Like, they might get some damage, it's not even guaranteed though. And now the fight's over in my favor. Maybe I'll take 2 damage, that's it though. Unless I mess up my smack, which didn't happen. We're nearing the part where we're nearing the end of the episode. We've seen Tubba Blubba and what he can do. He's just pretty much a jerk. Yeah. Dead. 12 star points. Boom, from 17 to 29. That's a pretty good deal. Feel like there's a star piece around here somewhere. Do we need Paracarry, or is it just easier? I don't really know. I think we actually have to use Paracarry there. Yeah, otherwise we just fight a Cleft and get nothing done. So inside of this, you know, I'm not going to deal with it right now. There's a star piece back here. No! Wait, I think I have my Spike Shield on. I do! Wow, the one use for it. It actually worked out. So I'm going to switch over to Bombette, show off the defense points on these new Clefts. This should do 6 damage. It ends up doing 3, which means that they have some major defense. But since it didn't kill them, they actually get knocked onto their back, making them vulnerable, just like a Koopa. And for some reason, my headphones are making a really weird noise right now. That's bad. We can end this with a Fire Flower, or we could waste. Actually, we don't have anything that could help with that. We could either refresh or just use a Fire Flower for the sake of just using a Fire Flower and getting an item out of our inventory that we don't really need. I'm going to just use it. Yeah, it doesn't affect those rock guys. I didn't mention that. I don't think I've ever mentioned that, actually. It's weird. This should do 3. It does 2. So they have 1 defense while they're on their back. But you can just jump on them. You don't need Spike Shield for that part. Wow, 4 from them. Wow, they actually are very rewarding. Maybe I should just go bombing them. I don't know. I feel like there's a star piece behind those rocks, but I guess there's not. So I was just jumping back there, and nothing good was happening. Or trying to get back there, nothing good was happening out of it. Let's see how many of these guys want our blood via charging. Seems like all of them, probably. Yeah, we can't even kill all of them this turn. What I can do is I can immediately switch to Bow and Out of Sight, though. So all 3 of them are going to waste a turn. And then I can assassinate one of them. Preferably the one in the front. So let's see what's going to happen. Yeah, I'll kill the one in the front with my hammer. Boom. Oh wow, he's charging. As is he. So I'm going to kill the one in the back. With my jump. Attack upgrade. I really would rather just have double star points. Because I know the one time I get double star points in this Let's Play, it's going to be in a match where I get like 3 stars. I could show off how much damage they do, but I'd rather just not take it, because it's a lot of damage. I don't know if 3 of them combined would kill me, but it would at least bring me low. And if I used my action commands, they would definitely not kill me. Alright, I gotta smack your face. Easy fight, easy fight. But I don't have any flower power left. Hopefully they drop 2 so I can use out of sight at least one more time without having to use refresh or any items. Looks like that's not going to happen. I can pick up the super shroom now. Are you sure I can't get back there? I swear that's a star piece. Okay. There is a star piece. I'm not too dumb. Is this a dizzy dial? No, it's a coin. Okay. So now we're in an area, no enemies. Save block. And giant doors that don't actually look like Hershey's chocolate too much this time. We will enter those giant doors and enter this building next episode. So I will see you then.